Well, hello, folks. If there's anybody there, we're just going to take our time tonight. We're going to chill with you. Yeah. Let's see if we get this thing fired up. Hey, guys, I'm usually just waking up at this time. We're an hour early. We're going at 9 o'clock. We might even think about changing our times. In fact, it's. I think it's going that way. We might adjust our time on Friday nights. We might even, as we get busier on Friday nights, we might even change the actual day we do this. But we'll see how that all goes. Glad you're with us tonight. If you're with us, I don't know who's with us. Trying to spark this phone up here and see if I can join you in our comments back and forth in our dialogue. I'm glad to be with you here on a Friday night. We are still in Texas. Well, figuratively speaking, anyway. We are in isolation or quarantine, whatever you prefer. And here we are, drinking Sleeman Original Draft. So we'll toast one with you. On the West Coast, it's 6 o'clock out there. It's supper time, and hey to Lenny, hey to Marcia. Hope you're feeling better. And looking forward to their trip, and always a pleasure, Mr. Beckett, to chat, as we did just the other day, just yesterday, as a matter of fact. So I want to just tell you how much I appreciate our conversation always, and Jay Moore as well. Had a conversation with Jay today, and awfully nice catching up with him. Al Woodmeyer had a conversation with Al Woodmeyer today too, so we're making our rounds. Well, so far, technology has let me down, but it will click in at some point, I'm sure. Yeah. But we'll just kick the night off as we do every Friday night. And we'll sing a few songs. We're back from Texas, as you know, but again, figuratively speaking, we're still there. And lots of stories. I think it's finally sunk in to exactly what went down. It's funny. I have no idea where I got this pick. You don't know me. My name is Bobby. I was born and raised up right here in this valley. Got a job working on the highways, laying down that blacktop throughout this county, just like my daddy was. I'm a working man, just like him. Proud of who I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I left high school and I got married. Annie and me, well, we raised a family. The time we had now, they ain't been easy. Everything we got, we came by the hard way. It might not seem like much, but it's a lot to me. I hold my head up when I'm walking down the street. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I got a name and I got a face in this world. I got a place. I am somebody. I am somebody. somebody. You don't know me, my name is Bobby. When I was a child, my family would travel up to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. There's a backwards old town that's often remembered, and so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Avery Hill, where the air smelled like snakes. We shoot with our pistols, and empty pop bottles is all we will kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled away. Well, the coal company came with the world's largest shovel, and they tortured the timber, and they stripped all the land. And they dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as a progress man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Oh, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes flow down the Green River, and my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's hauled it away. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train's hauled it away. Yeah, happy Friday to y'all. I missed that last chord, but I went with it, and I think it sounded like shit, but what the heck. It's a Friday night. Hey, what's going on with this technology? I think my secondary phone has bit the dust because it's not performing like it normally does. But hey, to all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day Sunday, guys. Happy Father's Day to y'all. So Texas on my mind. Yeah, I think it finally sunk into what happened on the 5th and the 4th. The 3rd of June, we played the bar in Luckenbach, and on the 4th, Django Walker, he and his friends from Nashville all get together and play the dance hall in Luckenbach, and Bubba and I, we were fortunate enough to hit Django's show in Austin, Texas on the Wednesday night. And while talking to, hey, we connected. We're here with you tonight. Well, myself and Bubba were hanging out with Django on that Wednesday night in Austin, Texas. Django asked me to play 3 songs on the stage at the dance hall in Lukenbach, and what an absolute honor. Hey Lorna, Marcia, finally connected here. Hey Denise Braun, hey Denise Braun. And like I said last week, that whole trip, and here we are in isolation in Mount Forest by the lake. Wouldn't have been possible without Denise Braun. Hey Richard Weinstein, hi Diane. Hey Deanne. I didn't crack that bottle of wine with you tonight, but I got some Sleeman's original draft going here, so I'll cheer with you, and happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, like I said, we're still hanging out in Lukenbach. Got to play the Broken Spoke with Bubba as well in Austin, Texas. What a real treat to be there with him. One thing Bubba doesn't know, if Bubba's on the line, you can chime in, Bubba, and say hi, is that Bubba and I, we laid up in a hotel in Austin for, well, I was there for 3 nights and he was there for 1, and we did some research this afternoon to find out exactly in Austin the Armadillo World Headquarters was located, long been gone, but as we looked across the street from our hotel room, there was a big condo being developed, and they were just slapping the glass on the exterior. And Bubba, that was the site of the Armadillo World Headquarters. So I know we could feel it, for sure. What a wonderful time in Austin, and what a wonderful time in Texas. And I want to thank everybody for your hospitality, and we sure were glad to be there. Yes, I'm sure Denise Braun cracked a bottle with you, Deanne. I know she did. But happy Friday, Richard Weinstein, to you and everybody else. And also 2 minutes for looking good, my friend. Yeah, 2 minutes for looking good. But again, guys, happy Father's Day. Like I said, we've been in isolation here, or lockdown, or whatever for 10 days. This is my 10th day, and we've got 4 left to go. Not for the faint of heart, for sure. And we've had our time, no doubt. I was born in the shadow of a Tennessee mountain, in a slower, gentler time, in a cabin my grandfather built with his hands, out of hickory and walnut and pine. We hunted those hills, my father and I, so far from the hustle of town, and I'd soon see a whole way of life start to fade. When the mines all began to shut down, heard saws on mountains, saw trucks running by, filing past like a funeral line. Those big iron trailers were piled up high with hickory and walnut and pine. Call it progress or shame, you can't stop a train, it's barreling on down the line. They'll cut down the trees and name your new streets, hickory, walnut, and pine. Hey Jim, hi to Kathy. Have a good time in Belize. Now the mountaintops are flat, hickory's gone. The streams run black as a curse. My father's been out in the barn more and more since the mining went bad and then worse. heard his old saw, I heard his old plank. I heard his cough worsen with time. Now I stand where he lays in a box that he made out of hickory and walnut and pine. Call it progress or shame, you can't stop the train as it's barreling on down the line. They'll cut down the trees and name your new streets hickory and walnut and pine. The kids have all left for the big city jobs. I'll remain for my fate to unwind, and I'll dream of the day the wind calls my name through hickory and walnut and pine. Call it progress or shame, you can't stop the train as it's barreling on down the line. They'll cut down the trees and name your new streets hickory, walnut, and pine. Call it progress or shame, you can't stop the train as it's barreling on down the line. They'll cut down the trees and name your new streets hickory and walnut and pine. Call it progress or shame, you can't stop the train. You can't stop the marching of time. They'll cut down the trees and name your new streets hickory, walnut, and pine. Yeah, they'll cut down the trees and name your new streets hickory, walnut, and pine. Hey, Dan Patterson. Deputy Paul on the job? Hey, that's what this is all about. I'll tell you about it. Hey, Marcia Beckett. Yeah, you will see Jim and Kathy in San Pedro, and I'm sure Jim is packed and ready to go, no doubt about it. Kathy as well. Have a fantastic time, guys. I guess you're leaving Monday and down there for Lobster Fest. Have a fantastic time. I know you all will, for sure. And have a Bellican for me and Denise. Have a Bellican for both of us. And while we're thinking of Belize, we always got our buddy Jack Burnett on our mind. And I know Lenny and Marcia and Jim and Kathy all are going to sing with me on this one. We'll send this one out to Jack Burnett. Jack, stay healthy. Get healthier. Get back on that island. And we will see you soon. For Jack Burnett. I've been thinking lately of people I meet, the car wash on the corner, the hole in the street, the way my ankles hurt, with shoes on their feet, and I'm wondering if I'll ever see tomorrow. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that you put on your dish. And when we get through, we'll make a big wish. Never have to do this again. Again. Oh, I was in the army, but I never dug a trench. Used to bust my knuckles on a monkey wrench. Go to town and drink, give the girls a pinch, but never think they ever notice me. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that you put on your dish. And when we get through, we'll make a big wish. Never have to do this again. 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 Oh, my very first job, I said thank you and please. Made me scrub a parking lot down on my knees. And I got fired for being scared of bees. They only gave me 50 cents an hour. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fishing and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that you put on your dish. And when we get through, we'll make a big wish. Never have to do this again. Again. Oh, Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. And we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. We'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. We'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Hey Jack, thinking about you. Mr. McConaughey, Mr. Mark McConaughey. Happy you're with me tonight, my friend. Hey Yvonne. Starting a little early, 9 o'clock. Like I said earlier, we might just adjust our time. We might adjust our day as well when things are opening up, and they are here in Ontario and throughout the country. And we're just following Texas because they've been open for a long time. But we might have to change our day, our time, and our day that we do this. We're having a whole lot of fun doing it, and we're missing Miss Denise Braun tonight on the controls, but somehow we're managing, and we'll try to hold it together anyway. Hey, Mary Perry. Good thing. Yeah, I'm kind of getting used to this time as well. But Mary, I'm usually just waking up at this time to get ready for 10 o'clock on a Friday night. But that's the snooze after dinner. But we're missing Denise Braun tonight. She normally just tries to keep this all together, and you know, it's sometimes tough on her. And but she does a great job. Hey, Doug Mingus. Hey, Doug Mingus. One thing, my friend. I do know who you are, and we did have a chance to say hello in Lukenbach. And pleasure meeting you, sir, and nice to make your acquaintance. Hey, Mark, we are having a 4th of July party. Come on down. Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe I can talk Lenny Beckett into playing bass with us that night, and you know a couple of good oil men in Texas. Maybe we can throw a great big party, eh, Steve? Nice place there on the lake, and can't wait to get back, Mark and Yvonne. Thanks for your hospitality when I was in Texas. It was great to see you guys, and can't wait to get down there again. I know the invitation is extended and always open. I told Denise about it, as a matter of fact. Hey, there's no doubt that you will love her as much as when we all get together. Heck yes. This is a whole lot of fun. Downtown Burbank. Are you downtown? Beautiful Burbank. Cool. Hey, Doug. Mary Perry. Nice to have Mary Perry from Prince Edward Island joining us. We can't wait to get out there as well. Give your sister a big hug, and I'm going to, on behalf of Denise Braun, I'm sure she's hugging you guys too. So we just want to say hi with a big hug. Cause this old man and me we're at the bar and we're having us some beers and swapping I don't cares, talking politics, blonde and redhead chicks, old dogs and new tricks, old habits we ain't kicked. We talked about God's grace, all hell we raised, and then I heard the old man say, God is great, beer is good, people are crazy. Yeah, we all knew that. God is great, beer is good, people are crazy. He said, I fought 2 wars, been married and divorced. What brings you to Ontario? He said, damn if I know. We talked an hour or two about all the girls we knew. All we put them through like two old boys would do. We pondered life and death. He lit a cigarette. Said these damn things gonna kill me yet. They will. But God is great and beer is good. People are crazy. Last call was 2 a.m. I never seen him again. And then one sunny day, I saw the old man's face, front page obituaries. He was a millionaire. He left his fortune to some guy barely knew. His kids were mad as hell. Me, I'm doing well. And I dropped by today. Would you say thanks and pray? I left a 6-pack right there on his grave. I did. And I said, God is great. Beer is good. People are crazy. God is great. Beer is good. People are crazy. Bobby Vollmer. Bobby, you take the best pictures, man. I've been swiping them all week. Hey, Simone. Yeah, Bobby Vollmer out there in California. Great to see you and Mary in Texas. Great to catch up. I wish Denise would have been able to make that trip with me, but I think had we both had to isolate or quarantine together for 14 days. But on the upside, she was missed in Luckenbach, and I know in Texas she would have had a great time. And next trip, darling, next trip. Hey, Bubba. Well, why don't we raise a glass for Mr. Vollmer? Hey, Bob, Bubba, let's do it, guys. Everybody, Friday night, we're into a long weekend. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to us all. Cheers. But yeah, wonderful time. That river that we had a chance to visit out at Rodney and Leslie's place on Sunday, just outside Luckenbach, was an awesome time, and great time to spend with some people that we were just passing as we went along through the weekend, and it was nice to be able to sit down and actually talk on that Sunday afternoon. Bobby Vollmer, one thing, my friend, I want to thank you personally for those photos you took when I was singing those songs up on that stage at the dance hall in Luckenbach. Those photos will soon be hanging on my wall in the basement cafe. So I appreciate that so much. What a moment and what a time, and never to be forgotten, no doubt about it. God's Country. What is, I'm not sure that I know God's Country. Lorna, toast to Bob Vollmer. Way to go. But yeah, we had a great time. Bubba, if you just tuned in, my friend, gosh, our hotel that we stayed at in Austin was just a stone's throw. As a matter of fact, if you remember when you arrived on Barton Springs and you saw me standing on the corner and we were waving and yelling at you that you were here, that glass building on your right-hand side was the site of the Armadillo World Headquarters. So I think we felt it. I'm sure that high girly was for you, Simone. Hey, Denise Braun. Yeah, but like I said, Luckenbach, Texas is last Friday we were there virtually as well, and but over the week, this past week, it's really set into that experience we had in Luckenbach. And, you know, being on that hollowed ground. And I think Lenny and Kevin and we can all agree, Mr. Bob Ballmer, that we were on the same tour as Jimmy Buffett. How cool is that? We played Thursday and Friday in Luckenbach, and Jimmy played Saturday with a cast of some serious talent, and it was just great to be included in that crowd, and what an experience we all had. Yeah, I can probably go on about it for another week or two. Lenny Beckett, sing with me, my friend. I believe kids always stay kids as long as they can. Turn off the screen, go climb a tree, get dirt in your hands. I believe you gotta forgive and make amends. 'Cause nobody gets a second chance of making new old friends. And I believe in working hard for what you got. And even if it don't add up to a hell of a lot, I believe most people are good and most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love, ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe these streets of gold are worth the work, and I'd still want to go even if they were paved in dirt. I believe that youth is spent well on the young, 'cause wisdom in your teens would be a lot less fun. And I believe if you just go by the nightly news, your faith in all mankind would be the first thing you lose. I believe most people are good and most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love, ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe days go slow, years go fast, and every breath leads to the last. I believe most people are good and most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love, ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe most people are good. I believe most people are good. Hey, Jay Moore. If Jay wasn't with us earlier when I mentioned that I actually talked to Jay Moore today. Jay sent me a really sweet email just the other day, and it didn't necessitate an email back. It necessitated a phone call. And pleasure talking to you, sir. And thanks for your kind words. Bubba? The hell you say? Bubba was my roommate in Austin, and Bubba was my roommate in Luckenbach, and we were hung up in Fredericksburg. I was telling the story, Bubba, the other night about all the deer just laying in the road. It was unbelievable. We could have brought home our fill of venison, no doubt about it. You got to figure out, Simone, how to get me on speed. I see. I don't know. Good luck with it. You'll figure it out. Technology is a wonderful thing. But yeah, Bubba was my roommate, and Bubba, so much fun and so many memories, and cheers. Like you, as well as you, I guess. In this case, we're probably stealing all Jesse's photos, and there's some real sweet ones there, Bubba, and wonderful. A memory. I've been lost here in this town, even though I know my way around. Didn't take me long till I found the devil. With just one word I knew his voice was the one I heard. At every choice I made was trying to be a rebel in a small town. You jumped off our front porch, you'd land right where the Civil War was fought. It's never been forgotten. It's 20 miles to the interstate. There's a Burger King and a Motel 8. And the only thing between here and there is cotton in a small town. Where Jeff replaced Jesus, asking him please help me through one more day. Jeannie gets high, she wastes our lives. Me, I just ran away from a small town. From a small town. It was kind of like heaven, kind of like hell, kind of like church, kind of like jail. There's a water tower that says welcome to nowhere. As soon as I could, I was long gone. My jeans were torn, my hair was long. Still, I can't believe I want to go back there to a small town where Jeffrey prays to Jesus, asking him please help us through one more day. Where Jeannie gets high, she wastes her life. Me, I just ran away. I knew I'd come back someday to a small town. To a small town. And Jeffrey prays to Jesus, asking him please help us through one more day. Jeannie gets high, she wastes her life. Me, I just ran away. I knew I'd come back someday to a small town. To a small town. Jeffrey prays to Jesus, asking him please help us through one more day. Jeannie gets high, she wastes her life. Me, I just ran away. But I knew I'd come back someday to a small town. Small town, to a small town. And Jeff Hanna was there from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. We were hoping for the whole band, but we got Jeff Hanna, and what a treat. Sang Mr. Bojangles, and what a night. Here's Nitty Gritty Dirt Band too. Just thinking about that night that Jeff Hanna was on that stage. and me right now in quarantine. Sitting alone in the dark, wasting my time in the park, 'cause I got nowhere to go. Had me a job, then the market fell out. Tried hard to borrow, but there was no help. Now I got nowhere to go. Need a job for these two hands. I'm a working man. I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to go, no. One last look at the land, auctioneer with his gavel in hand, and he says, it's got to go. Worked this piece all my life, broke my back, took my wife. Now I got nothing to show. Need a job for these two hands. I'm a working man. I got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Wandered aimless through the city, my dirt work boots and my old straw hat in hand, singing a song by Woody Guthrie. This land is your land, and it ain't my land. I'm a working man. Nowhere to go. I got nowhere to go. I was born to the sunrise, breaking back all day. Now I got something to say. I'm broke but not broken. I'm not alone, 'cause there's a lot of folks with nowhere to go, and that's all God will change. Need a job for these two hands. I'm a working man. I got nowhere to go. 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 Yeah, it was Jay Moore that introduced me to Slade Cleaves. Thanks, Jay. We'll send this one out to you. Well, I was in the first grade. I was pumping gasoline. Dad did the wrench and Mama kept the bucks clean. I could rebuild your carburetor by the time I was 12 years old. I'd get you back on the road, get you back in your machine. B was for Butch and Evelyn was Mama's name. B&E Auto Service, just a block off Main. Looking back on 40 years, all in all not a bad career. But after we lost Dad, things began to change. Every day there's a little less I recognize in my hometown. It's hard watching the little man going down. Is it oil and grime in the pores of my skin? Yeah, think about the brake dust that I've been breathing in. I got a stack of new regulations, high-tech specifications. Can't keep up and too old to go to school again. Stoplights, we had one, now there's 4. And I can't see the shop from Main Street anymore. There's a new TSC across town. Over here things are slowing down as I turn out the lights and lock up my front door. Yeah, the maws and paws like us don't have a place in the world today. Yeah, the little guy shops don't stand a chance when the big boys start to play. Yeah, the old man in town meet for coffee every day. And if things go smooth, I'll take my place come May. Or I could fire up the navigation, I could head out and see the nation, instead of watching my old friends just fade away. Every day there's a little less I recognize in my hometown, and it's hard watching the little guy go down. It's progress, so they say, but it don't mean I'm hanging around. It's hard watching the little guy going down. Yeah, it's hard watching the little guy going down. Yeah, we've seen a lot of that already, as a matter of fact. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Happy Father's Day weekend. I hope that your Sunday is filled with love, and your kids are gathered around, if they can be. FaceTime them, Zoom them, whatever you got to do. I had a great conversation with my daughter today. I got to catch up with my boy. Thinking of my boy. Cheers, everybody. Thinking of my boy. Cheers. Thinking of my boy out in Alberta. Going to send this one out to him. Been telling Denise for the last couple nights I'm going to call him. And maybe tonight's the night. Nitty Gritty Dirt Bum. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Nitty Gritties. Some Sheila's Blues. Shelley's Blues. Don't know that one, Doug. So as maybe, well, I mean, it happens all over the continent, likely the world. Our youth, our young guys and girls all travel to make a few bucks, and they're away from home a lot of the time. We got Jordan Streeter. He travels up to Nunavut. 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. But a lot of the guys on our East Coast are working in the oil fields in Alberta. My boy, Denise's boy, they're both in Calgary. So we'll send this out to them. Thought I'd leave for a year or two, make some money and return to you. But outside the darkness passes by another shift bus morning ride. The icy fog horizon line, not part of nature's grand design. Flare stacks makes you think it's dawn long before the sun. And I'm living in Alberta, miles away from everything I know. And I'm living in Alberta, dying to get back home, dying to get back home. I used to walk along the beach, I feel the sand beneath my feet. But out here there's no ocean waves, you wouldn't hear them anyway. These grains of sand don't wash or roll, they're heavy, black, and fused with oil. 100 tons in every load, one never-ending road. And I'm living in Alberta, miles away from everything I know. And I'm living in Alberta, dying to get back home, dying to get back home. Yeah, I made a lot of friends out here. It's not where I belong. And Alberta, she's been good to me. I'll miss her when I'm gone. But I know when the tide is in, and I'll feel your breath upon my skin. Singing by the fire again, watching the ocean. Yet I know I'll miss the northern lights, but not those -40 nights when someone sings a Ron Hines song. I'll know every word. And I'm living in Alberta, miles away from everything I know. And I'm living in Alberta, trying to get back home, dying to get back home. I'm living in Alberta, dying to get back home, dying to get back home. Yeah, we'll send that to all our boys out in Alberta. Hey, Denise Braun, you're probably thinking about Alex right now. We're thinking about Chris. Yeah. Lots of thumbs up, lots of hearts. Thanks, guys, for being with us tonight. Hey, if you want to share this, go ahead. You got my, certainly my permission. We're going to sing a song about a racehorse that we had the pleasure of being introduced to. This racehorse's foal. We called it Fred. We met Fred twice in a barn in Ancaster, Ontario. We know how he arrived in this world. Like I said, his mama was a racehorse, and she ended up at the Woodbine auction, and that's in Toronto. She was auctioned off. You've no business buying a mare like that, but buy her if you must. He bit the end off his cigar, and he spat it in the dust. She's old and lame and barren too. She's not worth feeding hay, but I give her this. He blew smoke at me. She was something in her day. I recall her well 10 years ago. She was a winner in her prime. She was fast and lean and willing, but they raced her past her time. No, she had the heart. Her legs were gone. It wasn't hard to see. They kept her wrapped up in the hopes of just one more small victory. She's been shunted around from track to track, from Kentucky to Maine. They've used her up, they've wrung her dry. She's been shunted around from track to track, from Kentucky up to Maine. They've run her in cheap, claim hers, all doped up to Master Payne. And if it's my advice you want, I'd say the poor thing's had her day. You'd be throwing good cash after bad. It's best you turn away. So they led her around the auction shed. The bidding started low. She'll go for dog food, someone said. The market's been that slow. And then she raised her head and she pricked her ears. And before the hammer fell, she was mine. My friend turned round to me, you're soft-headed, I can tell. She's been shoved from pillar to post, said I. She's always done her best. They've used her up, they've wrung her dry. You think she'd earned her rest? If she does not but end her days beneath my apple tree, I've saved her from the knacker's yard, and that's enough for me. That wasn't near 2 years ago. She's filled out some since then. More so since she's been in 4. She eats enough for 10. This morning as I crept through the barn, about 3:30, there stood nursing on still trembling legs one more small victory. Hey Becky, Jean, I am still in isolation, still in quarantine for sure. 4 days ago, I think, we've been checked on quite often. Yeah, but the government knows where I am. Most importantly, Denise Braun knows where I am. Yes, sorry you missed a time change. I should let you know, but I'm glad you're here with me now, for sure. Who is going to ski camp? The name of that song, that's Small Victories. Small Victory, Bubba. Small Victory. Because that was a small victory. Yeah, that horse was put down, slipped on a chunk of ice in the paddock, and the vet came out and gave us the bad news. That horse was terminated, and that's how she goes. I was out sailing with Lenny Beckett, Kevin Milton, and Randy Olofsson, and a whole bunch of other guys. And one of the guys, John's a sweet guy. John stayed up late with us, 4 o'clock in the morning. And we told stories, and John had some investments in a racehorse one time. His buddy had talked him into going investing in a racehorse, and he did, a thoroughbred. He watched that horse of his take off from the starting line, went around, made a left turn on corner 1, made a left turn at corner 2, and somewhere on the back stretch fell down and busted a leg. And out came the blue tarp, and I just remember John saying, I need to get out of this business. I can't handle that kind of thing, and cashed it in, and that was that. Kevin Westfall, we need to go for some soup. Yes, we do. I'm talking to Al Woodmeyer today. She sent me a picture of the Dixie Flyers on a beer can. How cool is that? Thinking of Al Woodmeyer and thinking of the Dixie Flyers, had the honor of meeting Willie P. Bennett in Fred Eaglesmith's living room one Sunday afternoon. And what a thrill to be able to play this song in front of Willie P. Bennett. It's his song. Rest in peace, Willie P. Bennett. One of Canadians' finest songwriters, singers. A member of the Dixie Flyers, Fred Eaglesmith Band. You got lace, pretty flowers to give your baby. Get her under your powers. You got silks, sweet perfumes. You know she might come up to your room. But if she's got soul, she knows she's gonna bowl you over. When my baby bowls me over, feel like I wanna fly. I feel like I wanna fly high, high. You got satins and lots of money and diamond rings and such things to trap your honey. You got big black cars, want to let her ride. Give it all to her, and she might come over to your side. But if you got love and a deep devotion that gets just as deep as the ocean. Just you two inside. Just you two inside. This is where I need Al Woodmire's fiddle and Shane Gousset's mandolin. Or Kevin Milton's pretty guitar playing. Lenny Beckett on bass. Dan Patterson on bass. Maybe Alice Hazen on fiddle. If you had a house, a mansion in the country, give it all to her, she could still be empty. You could be the richest man in the world, but there's nothing I know of that'll buy you the heart of a girl. But if you got love and a deep devotion that gets just as deep as the ocean, just you two inside. Just you two inside. Just you two inside. Just you two inside. Or Al Woodmire's Dobro. Yeah. And look who just tuned in. Al Woodmire. Hey, buddy. Al probably knew Willie P. Bennett better than most. Hey, Al Woodmire, cheers to you, my friend. Nice talking to you today. Can't wait till Sunday. We're good to go. So whenever you get from Mount Forest, and we'll wave at you going by. No, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. How about that? We got Kevin Westfall on. We got Al Woodmire on. Al Woodmire has been a mentor to a lot of guys like me that sit here and play guitar as a serious hobbyist. Get the chance to do some crazy things with this instrument, and find ourselves in some crazy, great places like Luckenbach, the dance hall, and that stage was incredible. I had the pleasure of talking to Craig in the bar the night before, and Craig had said, "Do not take that stage for granted. Some of the best musicians in the world have played that stage, and some of the other best musicians in the world haven't. So don't take it for granted." And Craig, I certainly wouldn't have taken that stage for granted. Again, I would just love to, just need to thank Django Walker for giving me that privilege. That privilege of playing that stage. And again, thank you, Django Walker. What a beautiful time we had in Luckenbach. Cheers, Al. Al was a member of the Dixie Flyers for a long, long time. I remember the night I met Al. I was purchasing tickets for the Dixie Flyers. And he came out of the stage door, and I went, "Holy cow, that's Al Woodmire." He came over and said howdy, as he did tonight. And I thought, man, I know who Al Woodmire is, but I was a little surprised that Al Woodmire knew who I was. We talked about that, laughed a little bit, and then he said, "Hey, we don't have an opening act tonight, and it's not my call, but I can go back and talk to Bert Baumbach and come out a few minutes later and say, go home and get your guitar." And then it was a little while later, I saw Al in Bracebridge, Ontario. He was there for the Central Ontario Bluegrass Award Show at the Deerhurst Inn. And I'll never forget that shiny silver suit, Mr. Widmeyer, you were wearing. I wonder if you've still got that lovely shiny silver suit. You looked good in it that night, and you probably still look good in it. And I recall that evening you didn't win the Dobro Player of the Year, but a year later you did. And well-deserved. A member of the Huron County Hall of Fame. A member of the London Music Hall of Fame. And many other accolades. Played all over the world with Stompin' Tom Connors. Honored to call you my friend. Can't wait to see you. And one of these days we'll play some music and... Wow, this is so cool. There's lots of people, Al Widmeyer, that I'd love to introduce you to. And that will happen. I remember back November a couple of years ago, we had Conrad Olson and Lenny Beckett, Marsha Beckett, up into our area playing a fundraiser for, and we will eat soup. We were playing a concert for a fundraiser for the Dune Heritage Crossroads and the Schneider House, and raising some money for that organization. And that was a night that I wanted desperately to play some music with you, Al, and introduce you to Conrad and Lenny. But I think you were in Alaska on tour with somebody at that point, and we couldn't make that happen. But the day will come for sure. Just going through my set list, I wrote down a few songs. You know how this goes. I am an old woman, takes after my mother. My old man is another child who's grown old. Dreams were lightning and thunder was desire. This old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to believe in this living is such a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. Wasn't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, years just blow by like a broken down. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to believe in this living is such a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them, they're buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. True. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to believe in this living is such a hard way to go. To believe in this living is such a hard way to go. To believe in this living is such a hard way to go. Hey, we will eat soup, Kevin. Quarantine is almost coming to an end. What are you talking about? Don't fight anymore. Don't get it. I do, but I don't fight anymore. We're on top of these comments tonight, you guys, and it's super. Yes, he is. To answer Becky's question earlier, yes, I am still in quarantine, Becky, and we're getting through it okay. Struggles at times, but not for the faint of heart. But we're getting through it with a smile on our face, for sure. All's good here. The lake is right there, and there's fishing poles over there, and we had a lot of work to do here at the little cabin, but not a whole lot's got done. Hey, Doug, you betcha. Thanks a lot. That's a lovely John Prine tune that I love doing with Jay Moore and James Morgan and Dan Patterson. Always fun. Maureen! Maureen! I shot a doctor last night on an airplane. They said he wouldn't hurt us, but he made me nervous and mean. He was fat and he stank, and God knows he could drink more than we do. So I shot him in first class, bailed out, ran home to you. Hey, but you don't believe me. I can tell by your smile, honey, why don't you leave me? Get lost for a while, Maureen, Maureen, Maureen. There's space between where we come from and everything that I'm thinking ain't necessarily the things that I say. I could have lied to myself, but I tried to tell God how I love you. But even he don't answer his phone anymore when I pray. Yeah, you don't. I can tell by your smile, honey, why don't you leave me? Get lost for a while, Maureen, Maureen, Maureen. I shot a doctor last night on an airplane. They said he wouldn't hurt us, but he made me nervous and mean, nervous and mean. My heart's in the ice house, come hello, come back. Like a long ago Sunday when I walked through an alley on a cold winter's morning to a church house to shovel some snow. Heard sirens on the train track, how naked getting new. Another boy was hit by a local commuter just from walking with his back turned to the train coming so slow. You can gaze out the window, get mad and get madder, throw your hands in the air, holler, what does it matter? It don't do you no good to get angry, so help me I know. For a heart shamed in anger grows weak and grows bitter, you become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in the trap of your very own chain of sorrow. I've been brought down to zero, pulled out and put back there. I sat on a park bench, kiss a girl with the black hair. My head hollered down to my heart, better look out below. Yeah, it ain't such a long drop, don't stammer, don't stutter. From the diamonds and the sidewalk to the curtain and the gutter, you carry those bruises to remind you wherever you go. You can gaze out when getting mad and getting madder, throw your hands in the air, holler, what does it matter? It don't do you no good to get angry, so help me, I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and grows bitter, you become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in the trap of your very own chain of sorrow. I need Al Woodmeyer's Dobro. My heart's in the ice house, come hill or come valley, like a long ago Sunday when I walked through an alley on a cold winter's morning to a church house to shovel some snow. I heard sirens on the train track, how naked get new. An altar boy was hit by a local commuter just from walking with his back turned to the train coming so slow. You can gaze out the window, getting mad and getting madder, throw your hands in the air, holler, what does it matter? It don't do you no good, trust me, so help me, I know. For a heart stained in anger grows weak and grows bitter, you become your own prisoner as you watch yourself sit there wrapped up in the trap of your very own chain of sorrow. Hey, here's an oldie, a goodie. I think this song went number 2 in the early 80s. And who doesn't love Don Williams? When I was a kid, Uncle Remus would put me to bed with a picture of Stonewall Jackson above my head. And Daddy came in to kiss his little man with gin on his breath and the Bible in his hand. He talked about honor and things I should know. Then he staggered a little as he went out the door. I can still hear the soft southern winds in the live oak trees. And those Williams boys, they still mean a lot to me. Hank in Tennessee, I guess we're all gonna be what we're gonna be. So what do you do with good old boys like me? Nothing makes the sound in the night like the windows. You ain't afraid if you're washed in the blood like I was. The smell of Cape jasmine through the window screen. John R. and the Wolf Man kept me company by the light of the radio by my bed, with Thomas Wolfe whispering in my head. I can still hear the soft southern winds in the live oak trees. And though the Williams boys, they still mean a lot to me. Hank in Tennessee, I guess we're all gonna be what we're gonna be. So what do you do with good old boys like me. I was in school, I ran with a kid down the street, and I watched him burn himself up on bourbon and speed. But I was smarter than most, I could choose. Learn to talk like the man on the 6 o'clock news. When I was 18, Lord, I hit the road, but it really didn't matter how far I go. I could still hear the soft southern winds in the live oak trees. And though the Williams boys, they still mean a lot to me. Hank in Tennessee, I guess we're all gonna be what we're gonna be. So what do you do with good old boys like me? So what do you do with good old boys like me? You know, one thing I'm missing for sure tonight is the last two songs. This one here and, well, a couple songs ago. Missing Denise's harmonies on these songs. So, darling, I hope you're practicing at home. Cheers, guys. Why not? That was just going to sound real bad chewing on an ice cube, but... So that's what happened. Anyhow, Richard Weinstein, nice song. Love Don Williams. Absolutely. Hey, glad you're with us on Piper's Green Court. Glad to have you with us tonight. Hey, this is what happens when you play the stage down at Luckenbach, the dance hall. They deputize you. So I brought home this pin, put it on this hat. That means a lot. So that's very cool, very cool. Never to be removed. There we go. So, like I said, a big cast of characters. Wow, the who's who. Emmylou Harris, Ramblin' Jack Elliott. I talked to Al Widmeyer this afternoon, told him that Bubba and I got to sit with Ramblin' Jack. Ramblin' Jack. And I'll tell you what a thrill. Bubba, you were such a gentleman to him. But he brought the house down on Saturday night, and wow. Jeff Hanna, I mentioned earlier. Jimmy Buffett. He was there with Mac McAnally, and it wasn't that long ago, Denise and I ran into Mac McAnally. It was in an airport in Miami. It was pretty cool. So he was on stage with Jimmy Buffett, and wow, 9-time Guitar Player of the Year in Nashville, Tennessee, and what a talent Mac McAnally is, and great to see him. And what a weekend! What an honor to be with those 1,000 people that celebrated Jerry Jeff Walker's life, and to be with the family that weekend, and that awesome lineup they brought to Luckenbach, Texas. If you were there, and I know some of you were, you'll never forget it, for sure. For sure. Michael Martin Murphey married a Canadian girl, so we'll sing this one for Michael Martin Murphey. We saw Michael Martin Murphey in a club in Nashville, Denise and I, not too long ago, a few years ago. Surely a great talent, and wonderful guy. Had some wonderful stories to tell on the stage that night, and captivated the audience, no doubt about it, and lots of laughs. Now, like I said, this is a Michael Martin Murphey song. Wrote this for his wife, because he married a Quebecois girl, and not to hold that against him, although some of us will. Not me. There's a lost river that flows through the valley where no one goes. where the wild waters rush, rumbles deep in the hush. Though far from there now, I'll go back somehow to where the lost river winds in the shadows of the pines. Oh, lost river, now I'm coming back to the pot-bellied stove where the firewood's all stacked. My Quebec girl, go with me, oh my belle, my fleur-de-lis, where the lost river winds in the shadows of the pines. Now everybody knows where that lost river flows. It's someplace he's lost, behind bridges that he's crossed. Though he liked to return, the bridges have all burned, and it's much too far down to return to higher ground. Oh, lost river, now I'm coming back to the pot-bellied stove where the firewood's all stacked. My Quebec girl, go with me, or my belle, my fleur-de-lis, where the lost river winds in the shadows of the pines. Oh, lost river, now over the ridge. Is it too late for me to build me a new bridge back to the bright golden time when her love was still mine and the world was still wild, like the love of a child? Oh, lost river, I'm coming back to the pot-bellied stove where the firewood's all stacked. My Quebec girl, go with me, oh my belle, my fleur-de-lis, where the lost river winds in the shadows of the pines, to where the lost river winds in the shadows of the pines. Yeah. Well, let's go down to A minor. I haven't seen you in forever. Girl, you haven't changed a bit. You didn't think I remember. How could I forget? We sang Bobby McGee on the hood of my car, made a wish on every star in that clear September sky. One bottle of wine and 2 Dixie cups. 3 a.m. I fell in love for the first time in my life. Oh, that's something just don't happen twice. To this day I still taste that first kiss. I wished it wouldn't end. And in a way, seeing you like this, guess it never really did. We sang Bobby McGee on the hood of my car, made a wish on every star in that clear September sky. 1 bottle of wine and 2 Dixie cups. 3 a.m. I fell in love for the first time in my life. Oh, that's something that just don't happen twice. We sang Bobby McGee on the hood of my car, made a wish on every star in that clear September sky. 1 bottle of wine and 2 Dixie cups. 3 a.m. I fell in love for the first time in my life. Oh, that's something that just don't happen twice. Oh, that's something that just don't happen twice. We sang Bobby McGee on the hood of my car. Oh my goodness, you know, we're missing our grandbabies. Talk to Carrie, my daughter. She's in bed right now, cuddled up to our little granddaughter Sierra, and she is a beautiful, beautiful little girl, and we are blessed. Got off to a little bit of a slow start and a scary start, as some of you might know, but this little girl is just coming along so fine. And while we were away in Lukenbach, Carrie sent me some pictures, and just growing and healthy, and so beautiful to watch. And today we had a nice long conversation with Carrie, and sent me another couple of pictures of Sierra, and gosh, can't wait to just pick her up. It's been 3 weeks or 20 some odd days now, and they grow so fast, as you know, and we just can't wait to pick her up, and just, we need that baby hug, I think. And Ella Bella Boo, we saw her today, and can't wait to hug her too. So special to have both in our lives. And the third one to come, yeah, Chris out there in Alberta, his significant other Jen. We got one on the way in just a few weeks, August, middle of August, I guess, and that'll be fun. We're talking about flying out there in early September. So see the baby when she is about a month old, or just a few weeks old, depending. So we're really excited about that, and cheers everybody, happy Friday. Great to be with you, great to hang out. Music is probably the only thing that right now is getting me through all this. It has been a challenge, but we're hanging in there just fine. We got a couple more days to go, and I'll tell you what, can't wait to sleep in my own bed, by golly. Woo! Yeah. Arkansas, my head hurts. I'd like to stick around, maybe make it worse. I got a girl out in Henrietta. Her love's like tornado weather. It's girls like this to keep me trying. She goes off like an air raid siren. Come in clean, leave torn apart. With a bad liver and a broken heart. Bad liver and a broken heart. Indian summer, Oklahoma sunset. There's a nicer place, I ain't been there yet. Well, I'm standing outside of the blue door. Too tired to drink, too drunk for more. And it's nights like this that keep me trying. A woman always knows when a man is lying. It ain't me, I'm just playing a part. With a bad liver and a broken heart. Bad liver and a broken heart. Well, I'll get old before I'm any good at this. Who's the president and what year is it? And doesn't anybody know about truth anymore? I guess that's what songs are for. You're the wind and I'm on fire. This kind of work no man retires. You come in clean, leave torn apart. The bad liver, the broken heart. Bad liver, the broken heart. Bad liver and the broken heart. Bad liver, broken heart. Yeah, Ramblin' Jack that night. Ramblin' started off with a song and he said, you know what, guys? I'm just not feeling it. You can get away with that at 90. You can get away with that anytime, really. So we played this song in the bar in Luckenbach on Thursday night. And I don't know who it was, but I just met them that night. And this woman comes up to me and she says, I love you. I was quick to tell her husband that his wife just told me she loved me. Great laugh. As a Canadian, and probably I'm sure the only Canadian in Luckenbach that weekend, couldn't let this song go without singing it. Legend lives on from the Chippewa, the big lake they call Jacuzzi. The lake, it is said, never gives a birthday when the skies of November turn lonely. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 ton mold, and the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. The good ship and crew was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from Summerlin, Wisconsin. As big freighters go, she was bigger than most, with a crew and good Captain well seasoned, including some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night, when the ships fell around, see the North when they'd been feeling. The wind in the wire made a telltale sound when the waves broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, the witch of November came stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slapping. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. Suppertime came, the old cook came on deck, saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed yous. 7 p.m. the main hatchway gave, said, fellas, it's been good to know yous. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night, when its lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep into the water. But all that remains are the faces and the names of the wives, the sons, and the daughters. Here on Rose, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice-water mansion. Michigan seems like the young man's dreams, her islands and bays for sportsmen. Farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. Yes, the iron boats go and the mariners all know it's the witch of November, remember. In the musty old hall in Detroit they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. Church bell chimes she rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down the big lake they called the Kitchikoonie. Superior, they said, never gives a bird day when the skies of November turn gloomy. Hey, Joyce Hanley. Good to have you with us. Like I said earlier, we might be playing with the times and the days a little bit, so we'll let you know. But we got an hour jump on it tonight, and we're glad you're here with us. Hey, Doug, favorite singer, songwriter from Canada, Mr. Gordon Lightfoot. Absolutely. Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, Leonard Cohen. This man knows his Canadian artists. Way to go, Doug. But Joyce, hey Joyce, you were in that bar that night. We sang the Edmund Fitzgerald, and like I said, in fact, the next night, Friday, I asked that woman if she still loved me, and as it turned out, she did. And as it turned out, her husband still didn't mind. So that's cool. What a time! What a time! And I know you had a great time. And holy cow, down to the Alamo. How cool is that? Got to San Antonio with Jesse. And hey, Joyce. Cheers. Hope you're drinking your red wine tonight. And I hope you made it home safe. I guess I know you did, but good stuff. And down at the Alamo, how cool is that? In San Antonio, how cool is that? Hey, Joyce, glad that you're with us tonight. And glad we saw you just a few weeks ago. And we'll do it again. Hey. What a great time we all had. And wonderful to share the table with you. Wonderful to share the table with you. And a lot of laughs we had. Yeah, drink, Bubba, drink, drink. Bobby Vollmer, drink. I'll drink to that. Yeah, you bet. Yeah. Well, I said I wouldn't do this song, but I'm going to do it anyhow for my own personal reasons. And here we are in isolation. Like I said, the government man has called me 7 times out of 10 days just to shoot the breeze more than anything. But we're going to sing this song and think of the government man. Well, we'll sing the second song, Think of the Government Man. And we'll do it for Denise Braun, and we'll do it for Joyce Hanley. Clouds so swift and rain won't lift, and gate won't close and now the railing's froze. Take your mind off winter time, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we're riding high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, how we gonna fly down in my easy chair. So buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we're riding high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, how we gonna fly down in my easy chair. Well, I don't care how many letters they sent. The morning came and the morning went. So pack up your money and pick up your tent, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we're riding high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, how we gonna fly down in my easy chair. Now Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his men supplied with sleep. They'll climb that hill no matter how steep when they get up to it. Ooh, we're riding high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, how we gonna fly down in my easy chair. Ooh, we're riding. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, how we gonna fly down in my easy chair. Fly. My neighbor's car got stole last night, right out of his driveway. Heard the dogs barking and I never paid a man in mind. Well, Mary said she's gonna lock the door next time we go away. Well, I've been walking around this farm wondering if it's time. Come on, Lenny. Time to get a gun. Well, that's what I've been thinking. I could afford one if I did just a little less drinking. Time to put something between me and the sun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun. Last week the government man was there when I walked out of my back door. He said, I'm sorry about this, son, but it don't matter anymore. It's right here where we're talking, and right here where we stand. We're making plans for a 4-lane highway and a big old overpass. Time to get a gun. That's what I've been thinking. I could afford one if I did just a little less drinking. Time to put something between me and the sun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun. Mary said she's worried about herself and the kids. She's never known anybody own a gun, and her daddy never did. Well, Well, I think it ought to be up to me, 'cause when it's all said and done, somebody's gonna walk into the night. I'm gonna be that one. Yeah, it's time to get a gun. That's what I've been thinking. I could afford one if I did just a little less drinking. Time to put something between me and the sun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be a free man soon, Becky, no doubt about it. Hey, Marsha, Lenny, safe travels, you guys. If you're checking out on us, thanks for joining us here tonight. Denise and I always appreciate it. And happy Father's Day. Again, to all of us fathers out there that have little ones and big ones running around. Gosh, I know that there's going to be a bunch of folks going down to Belize that are taking their families. And boy, what a nice way to celebrate. And how cool is that? But safe travels, guys, wherever you're heading, and to everybody, safe travels. And again, happy Father's Day. We'll see you soon, no doubt about it. Hey, guys. Yeah. Oh, I had a friend, didn't make it home last night. Went out on the town, had himself a time. When it was time for leaving, he was much too tight. He climbed behind the wheel and it cost him his life. He thought he was smarter and the odds he could beat. He said, I'll make it all right, don't you worry for me. Hey, Kelly. See, it can't happen to me. Got an angel watching over me. It can't happen to me. It's always someone else you see. It can't happen to me. No, it can't happen to me. I knew a young man had it all gone his way. Thought he carried with him deep-seated pain. He stepped over the line to find some escape. They found him one night lying face down in the rain. He thought he was stronger and the odds he could beat. He said, I'll make it all right, don't you worry for me. See, it can't happen to me. Got an angel watching over me. It can't happen to me. Always someone else you see. It can't happen to me. No, it can't happen to me. I wish I had $1 for every time I heard it said, they'll never get to me, I'm quicker than the rest. The night is closing in and the hands are at my heels, but I'm always one step ahead. You see, it can't happen to me. Got an angel watching over me. It can't happen to me. It's always someone else you see. It can't happen to me. No, it can't happen. Can't happen to me. No, it can't happen to me. Good night, Deanne. Thanks for being with us. Did did you finish that whole bottle of wine yourself? We'll split the next one. Say goodnight, everybody. Good night, Deanne. Threadbare alibi, a lifetime full of promise, fell from my Mary's eyes. She saw the screen door swing. Baby never woke. He lay cradled in her trembling. He lay safe and never knowing what my leaving would bring. I draw my pay down on the dock, send it off to Mary. Might hold back $1 and wash this pain out of my back. But the pain keeps getting clearer, and Mary, your face just keeps on fading. Now the light shines through this bottle, memories all fade to black. And I'll see you out on the street tonight. I'm a lover of a drink, a lover of a fight. Hold my own on the dark side of this town. Yeah, I'm tough as a nail's got a heart of steel. I will never fear, for I will never feel. One more round would surely set me right. I miss my Mary tonight. They call me the old man in this bar, sleeves rolled up and showing faint blue souvenirs of love in places I have been. One says the U.S. Navy, and this one says darling Mary. My Mary's turned to ashes, and the ocean's turned to gin. And I'll see you out on the street tonight. I'm a lover of a drink, a lover of a fight. Hold my own on the dark side of this town. Yeah, I'm tough as nails, got a heart of steel. I will never fear, for I will never feel. Yeah, one more round will surely set me right. I miss my Mary tonight. Yeah, one more round will surely set me right. I miss my Mary tonight. Good night, Cookie. Good night, Gord. Thanks for being with us tonight. We hope to see you real soon, guys. Sleep tight. Al Woodmeyer, thanks for being with us, my friend. We will see you soon. If only, but we will see you soon. All right, Tony Corey. Bits and pieces, that's cool, man. I like that. Hey, drop in, drop out, you know, just so cool that we can share even a short time or even a longer time together. So grateful to have everybody with us tonight. And Deanne, good night. But we'll call it a night ourselves tonight. We'll sing one more song and we'll say good night. Yeah, just to recap though, we're still riding high on Luckenbach. We've created the Texas feel here tonight, and quarantine is going along just fine, and we've got just a few more days to go. But I tell you what, I am super looking forward to my own bed. Can't wait till that happens, and some company. You know, this is not for the faint of heart, and most of you know that I'm a pretty gregarious guy, and I love people, and I love to be with people, and so far it's the neighbor across the street. I've seen Stewie twice, and our neighbors over here through the windows. So can't wait to have that human touch back, and so much we all need that, especially at this time. Luckenbach was fantastic, guys. Thanks for being with us tonight. Happy Father's Day for sure. travel safe. You know who I'm talking directly to. Travel safe. And can't wait till you go live from San Pedro and we get to visit with you down there. So to everybody, thanks a lot again for being with us tonight. And so cool that we can spend this time together. The flies are flying. That's what you get for leaving the doors open all day. But hey guys, thanks again for being with us, and we'll leave you with this one. And grateful for your company tonight. You've been a godsend and a lifeline tonight, as well as last Friday night. We needed to see each other then. Hey Bubba, loving it, my friend. Good night. I will soon be home, and happy Father's Day to you. Thanks a lot. Doug? You don't know what this does to me, and thanks for your company. It does definitely soothe my soul, for sure. So thanks everybody for being with us. A pleasure meeting everybody in Luckenbach and being with you. We'll move on to the Basement Cafe. I'm not sure when. We've got a busy week next week, and we've got some company coming in here. I'm not sure whether we'll do this again next Friday or not, but if we get the chance, look for it on Facebook, and hope to join you then. But we've got a busy couple weeks coming up, and we might just need to take a break from this. And as much as music is in our soul, and we love to share that and be with you. We'll see what next Friday and the Friday after that brings. So, good night, everybody. Again, thanks for being with us. Holy smoke, this has been so much fun. And like I said, you've been a lifeline. Nice to see your faces pop up on this screen and at least read your names and know that you're out there with me. And we'll see you all soon. And this song applies to you. All aboard Montreal, I heard the conductor call. That old engine heaved a sigh. Suitcases and shuffling feet, I made my way to a window seat. I love to watch the world go by. Made friends with a family bound for Sault Ste. Marie. They said goodbye at Sudbury Junction. God, I hated to see him go. Thought about him as it started to snow. Time stops for nothing or no one. This train keeps a rolling along. From here to the great beyond. Black smoke and pistons churn, the steel rails and the big wheels turn. This train keeps it rolling along. Can't wait to see Lenny and Conrad at the Plappa Bar next Wednesday. That's going to be so cool. Bring it on, Marcia, bring it on. Across the endless prairie land, mighty buffalo used to stand. The Cree and the Blackfoot lived and died. I hugged the Rockies nestled in the trees. I fell in love with Lake Louise, smiling with her sparkling emerald eyes. This train keeps a rolling along. From here to the great beyond. Black smoke and pistons churn, the steel rails and the big wheels turn. This train keeps it rolling along. Again, thanks everybody for being with us tonight. Travel safe. And Denise Braun, I'll call you in a few minutes. So pick up your phone. Safe travels, everybody. Thanks for being with us tonight. Good night. And now I'm at the end of the line, out of track and out of time. Conductor makes his final rounds. Here's the people and places past, went by just a little too fast. How I wished I could have slowed that engine down. This train keeps a rolling along, from here to the great beyond. Black smoke and pistons churn, the steel rails and the big wheels turn. This train keeps a rolling along. This train keeps a rolling along. Good night, everybody. This train keeps a rolling along. Again, you're our lifeline, so appreciate you being with us tonight. Good night, everybody, from our quarantine place to your home. Denise Braun from her home to everybody. Thanks for being with us, guys. Good night, and stay tuned. Stay tuned. We will share Lenny and Conrad from the Palapa Bar next Wednesday night. So check it out. And until then, be safe and happy Father's Day, guys. Happy Father's Day, and we'll see you soon. Good night.